To understand Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today, you have to go back to what happened 50 years ago in the month of June 1976 and culminated at the beginning of July, the 50-year cycle. This was when Israel flew commandos 2,500 miles to rescue hostages, and Netanyahu's older brother never came home. This is the event that may explain Netanyahu's hard line more than any speech ever could. Back in June 1976, an Air France A300 Airbus was flying from Tel Aviv back to Paris, and it had a refueling stop in Athens. At that moment in time, two members of the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine hijacked the aircraft along with two other colleagues, and the aircraft was then flown initially to Libya and then on down to Entebbe in Uganda. Uganda at this time was under the leadership of the dictator Idi Amin. Whilst there, the hostages released the non-Israeli, non-Jewish people, and they were sent back on to Paris. However, the rest of the hostages were detained along with the crew of the Air France flight. The Israeli government debated whether to acquiesce to the demands of the hijackers, which was basically the release of several of the prisoners that had been held by Israel. The Israeli government flew commandos 2,500 miles through the night over to Entebbe in Africa, a long distance. And the plan was then to release the hostages who were in the terminal building at that moment in time. This is what happened. 3 hostages were killed, but also one Israeli soldier was killed, and his name was Yonatan Netanyahu. This was the older brother of Benjamin Netanyahu. And now we can understand how this particular event has probably shaped his thinking throughout his whole life and has been at the forefront of his decision-making processes. This happened 50 years ago. Is this cycle about to play in? Is the 50-year cycle going to come in? Are we going to see some huge changes in the positioning of Benjamin Netanyahu? We've covered it in the latest market timing report. For those of you who are interested in trading and investing, we've also taken a deep dive in the report on China as well. So I hope you found this insightful, and we can see perhaps how the brain of Benjamin Netanyahu is influenced by these past events. So if you like this sort of information and this video, please give us a like, follow us on the channel, and we have the full story in the market timing report, which has just been released for the month of June. It's come out early. There's a lot going on. We also look at what's going on in China, and we time some of the important cycles, as well as some major market moves that are all described and explained in the market timing report.